Well, children, we are on chapter 12 now. So, this lockdown period is tough, but we are making it best by learning something. Oh, let me tell you something. I've learned so much about mobiles, about how to use InShot, KineMaster. Then I have learned how to edit, how to put some text, the things that I was very scared. Then I have learned so many other dishes, delicious dishes like cakes, then pizza, nice burgers, then so many other Indian dishes. Now, if you ask me to write or tell you how to prepare those, I have to prepare a detailed process and I have to teach you or tell you in a way as if you are a layman. So, this process, that is describing the process type of thing in a detailed manner, is actually the factual writing. The topic that we are going to discuss today, the factual composition. Now, let me tell you one thing, children, very clearly. Factual compositions are very rare for your board exams, but it's not out of the syllabus topic. It is in the syllabus topic, and any time and years back there had been topics on this that had been provided by the board, and you never know, you may have it this time as well. But one thing is very clear about factual, as the word goes, that you have to write the facts. You cannot be too much of imaginative in that. Okay, I'll go point wise. Let's take it from the very beginning. First of all, children, it requires a detailed knowledge of the process. This is very important about this. If you don't know the detailed process, you won't be. Suppose it's simply about making a website. Now, if you don't know, or if you don't tell the person you are describing how to open the computer, or how to go, he should have his ID. If these things are not provided, this information, these factual information, then your essay, your composition, or the write-up that year is not worth. So you have to tell the other person or describe the other person as if he is a layman. So for that, you need to have a deep knowledge about a proper process, about the proper process also, and stepwise process also. Otherwise, you land up with the mess. If somebody teaches me how to prepare a dish and if he does not go by the process, what will happen? Will I be able to recreate it, make it? No, it won't. It will end up as a mess. So this is the first point, that it requires detailed knowledge of the process. Now, when you have chosen the subject, when you have started with the subject, then you make a list of important facts, the important points, and step it. This is the process before writing, children. Okay, or you step it here, or you just note it down, and that should be as an outline that you should be taking or you should be using for writing. 300 to 350 words. See, in your book Total English, examples are given. So that example that is given is just an outline, because there have been questions previously, Miss, these are in points 1, 2, 3, 4. These are simply an outline, few points given. How are we going to put it in 300 to 350 words? Of course, it's just an outline. You have to provide paragraph. You have to describe, detail that process. Now, describing does not mean that you just go for that descriptive type of essay or composition. It's not that way. This describing is detailing the process. That is very important point of your factual writing. That is detailing the process. Now we come over to the next. That is accurate use of words associated with the process. Now this accurate use of words associated with the process is a very important point. Let's take example. Suppose you are describing someone how to get the details of the syllabus from the cisce.org website. Fine, your ICC Council website. So what will you tell? You'll ask that person, take the cursor where the publication is written and click. Now you cannot say on publication, press the click. Choice of words. So you have to be accurate with your words. This is very important. Now if you are saying cut the vegetable in pieces. Now cut the vegetable in pieces. Now if it is potato, you should say peel the potato and cut. Now if you don't say choice of the words, if you say cut the peel, now the person will be confused. Fine. And with this we move on to our next point. Use of passive voice and simple present tense. Example. Cut the vegetables and wash it. Or you can say vegetable is washed and cut into pieces. Both are fine ways, but use of passive voice and simple present is preferred here. Now if you go into such type of writing, I took the vegetable, I cut it into pieces, then I washed that vegetable. Now it is too much of it, like you're putting first of all in past tense. So use of present tense and passive voice is important to make it direct and more specified and more instructional. Like vegetable is washed, first of all you wash it also. Vegetable is washed and cut into small pieces. Now this is a better way of writing. And children, factual essays are preferably written in passive voice and simple present tense. Whenever you are directing something, instructing something, or making the other person understand something, it's usually the present tense or the passive voice that is used. Now we move on to the next point, that is make sequence as clear as possible. That is, with your words or expression like this are very important. So when you are making your sequence clear, what are the different words that you use? First, the second step, then next, then it could be after this, the next step, followed by, then finally. Like for example, let's take first few potatoes are taken and washed well, then cut into pieces. After this we take a pan and put it on the medium flame. See the use of first, then, after that, after this. Okay? How nicely. This is how you shall be also using these words to go for your steps. Now the next point, give facts that are relevant to the topic. This is a very important point. Give facts that are relevant to the topic and do not get carried away into the flights of fancy, children. Imagination has no place here, which has nothing to do with the facts, should not be included in this composition. Like means there is very little role, I mentioned it earlier also, there is very little role of imagination or creative skills. Now, for example, let me give you an example, imagination or this thing. Now, suppose you are preparing a non-veg dish, you say you wash it, and while you were washing, you felt as if this whatever you have in your this lamb or this goat might turn alive and start blah blah or something like that. Now this is, you are unnecessary putting your imagination there. Or the hen, it might not start with kuknuku, this type of feeling that was coming to me. So your opinion, your feeling sort of thing should not be included in this composition. Okay, I hope this point is very clear, that flights of fancy, imagination and all those things should not be included. Okay, or while I was cutting the potatoes, like, or I was chopping the vegetable, I was thinking how the farmer was must have worked hard in the field and to grow it, and now it has come into my kitchen to be used for to feed us. Now these words and such imagination and such creativity sort of thing is not used in factual composition. I hope this point is really very clear to you. Till now I've been asking you to use a little bit of spices and mirch masalas in your composition, or a description should be something like one could imagine. Here it should not be used that way. Here you are detailing or describing the process, and for that facts are required. Fact based detailing is required. Now we come over to our last point, that is, arrange the statement in order and see that your sentences are not disjointed, or it comes out to produce a sort of catalog sort of thing. As you say, point 1, 2, 3, first point, second point, third point, like this, you enumerate it sort of thing. So that catalog or just arranging these things are required and all. No, it has to be detailed. The process has to be detailed. It should not simply be in a cataloged form. This is another important point that you have to keep in mind while writing your factual composition. I hope factual composition is clear to you. I am giving you 2 topics here. Choose any one to write. Now the first one, prepare an electronic invite for a fete. And the second one, preparation of a vegetarian dish which gives the appearance, means which looks like a non-vegetarian dish. Both are interesting topics, children. See, for this, how you prepare an electronic invite for a fete, you have to write how, whether you chose the KineMaster, whether you chose the some InShot or any other app. You can say, oh, you designed how you, which in Word or in Office you worked to design a electronic invitation. Children, you are in this field of mobile, technically you are smarter. You're more smart than me, right? And it's good. So you use how stepwise you will go, and you will detail, as if you will tell me how to make an electronic invite. I don't know really. So you will detail the process so that I as a layman could design it myself also. Okay, if I look at your essay composition and I start using the same way as you have detailed, I am able to make one. The same goes for the preparation of a vegetarian dish with a non-vegetarian look. See children, the second topic was the one that I got for my high school by my teacher Mrs. Calendar. And I tell you, we really, each of us in the class brought out, now it's not creativity or imagination, but we worked, and in just, it were 400 something words earlier, so we were able to write it. Some children say, Miss, how to write a factual essay in just 300 to 350. Children, we lagged, we wanted more words. We had to compress it to make it 400 words at that time, 400. Now it is just 300 to 350 words that you have to use. So it's not a difficult task. And of course, those who are not into much of the imaginative writing and creative writing and using ornamental words and all to describe the things, for them this type of composition is a good option. But of course, this type of composition, factual composition, are not much opted or given for your board exam, but we should be prepared. See children, we are into another age now almost, and you need to learn this factual composition. If you start writing and learning this, or if you have practiced this, children, it will help you, because in this work now you need to tell or describe for your presentation, for your project works. This factual composition are quite handy. No doubt it has a very nice life skill, sort of when you are in the practical purpose for your future, to help you in writing projects and presentation, describing the thing, detailing the things. It will really be a great help. Thank you. God bless you, and please choose one and write. Yes, one more thing. Besides, in chapter 12, please go through the exercise part and write it in your workbooks. Please keep doing your work. Don't accumulate it for the last moment. Thank you. Have a good day.